This is Jay for Neilson Boxing. I'm here with heavyweight prospect Courtney Bennett. Courtney, let's jump straight into it. What got you into boxing?
What got me into boxing, and my first memory of boxing, well, to be fair, getting into boxing, um, I had a friend that got arrested for carrying a knife, um, and he got sent to um, a local gym from us where we lived, um, and they was doing a campaign of jab, don't stab. So they sent him there instead of him going to probation. He was about 16, 17 at the time. Um, and then I remember we was all chilling at my house, and he asked me and a couple of my mates to follow him. And then I was like, oh, I'm not really into the boxing, to be fair. So I was like, no, I tried to show it off, and he was just begging me to come with him. And eventually he's like, oh, do you know what? We all went. There was about 12 of us that went down to the boxing gym on the first day. And the first day I hated it. I was like, oh, this is not for me. And then that was on a Wednesday, and then the Friday he asked me to go with him again. It was just me and him. And I went down there, and actually I enjoyed it, to be fair, and I've never looked back since, if I'm honest.
Very nice. And what was your first memory of boxing as a whole?
My first memory of boxing, I'll probably say going down to the gym, because I was a bit overweight at the time, unfit. So I'll probably say going to the gym and realizing that, do you know what, this is hard. It's a hard sport.
I know you're signed with Warren Boxing Management off the back of quite a big amateur experience. Can you tell me more about that?
I have a big amateur experience. Yeah, I can tell you more about that. Yeah, I was, I had about, I think I had 45 amateur fights, if I'm correct. And then I lost 11, won the rest. Um, and yeah, I just carried on boxing. I was boxing for about, I think it was about 5 years. And then I got into the Great Britain boxing team. Well, before getting into the Great Britain boxing team, I represented England twice, boxing the Tri Nations, and also boxing the GB Championships for England. Won both of them. Had an assessment for GB, passed that, and then I was on the GB squad for about 3 years. Um, Traveled the world, boxed abroad, went to training camps abroad, which I think was good for my development as an amateur.
So then, amateurs aside, how did it feel to finally have your pro debut last year? Get that 1-0, and what are you hoping for this year?
Yeah, having my pro debut last year, um, I think it was good. It was a long time coming. 'Cause I did feel that my style suited the pro game more than the amateur game. I just tried to adjust um, with the GB coach and things like that, which they done the best that they could do. I just think having a pro style was a bit better, a bit more suited to my style. So yeah, having my pro debut was unbelievable, to be fair. And I also had a lot of people come down to support me. And this year, I'm just planning to get out as much as possible. I want to have about 4 fights this year. If more, then I'll take more. But yeah, minimum 4 fights this year.
Yeah, I think that's a decent place to want to be by the end of your first year. Um, who was your inspiration coming up? And obviously, with the UK heavyweight scene thriving as it is that something you want to be a part of in the years to come?
This is gonna be sound a bit weird, but before starting boxing, I never used to watch boxing. Obviously, you hear about the Mike Tysons, Muhammad Ali, so I always know about them, and watched a bit of them before I even started doing boxing. But when I started doing boxing, that's when I started getting into um, watching it a bit more. And I think at the time, that's when Anthony Joshua. When I started boxing, is when Anthony Joshua just first went pro. So just what he was my weight at the time. So and he just won an Olympic gold medal. So I think watching Anthony Joshua um, I think that was a big inspiration for me. To be fair, um, I've met him a few times. Met him up at the GB. Proper nice, down to earth person. Um, so yeah, I would say Anthony Joshua was my biggest inspiration. Um, from I'd say from about 2013. And yeah, I can see myself being a part of that picture um, in the years to come. Get as much fights as I can as possible. and just see where it takes me from there.
Okay. And what can we expect from you at York Hall on March 3rd?
What you can expect from me on March the 3rd is explosiveness. I'm coming there um, looking to do maximum damage, if I'm honest. I just want to be as active as possible, take as least punishment. As they say, you don't get paid for overtime, so I'm not going there looking for a knockout, but if it comes, I'll definitely take it. My first fight, I didn't get the knockout, but this fight, I'll definitely be looking to sit on my shots a bit more and put a bit more power behind my shots. Um, so yeah, that's what you expect from me, explosiveness.
So just lastly, any words for your sponsors or your fans?
Yeah, lastly, I would want to shout out my sponsors, Beachfrost Scaffolding and Fordio. Two sponsors that helped me a lot, tons. I mean, like, down to paying for my meal preps, my sessions. They do a lot for me. And also, when, my mum's a big inspiration. Like, I've got a daughter, which is my biggest inspiration. But my mum, she helped when I'm in camp. My mum helps me with loads, like looking after my daughter and things like that. So I want to shout my mum out as well and my daughter. And shout all the people that come to support me, buy tickets, wish me good luck. I want to shout everyone out as well. So yeah.